Hello everyone and welcome back to some more data center. As you can see, things have changed. The last couple of customers I haven't bothered to stream. I'm going to go back, we're going to do another customer a day, but I'll let you know what's been happening. As you can see, we built a lot, we've taken down the walls and we have got this large area to work with. We're going to continue to knock these walls down and go that way. We've now reached up to the corridor, so we know how much area we've got to go. It looks like it goes further back than what it does long ways. So we're going to have a little bit of a change of plans. These are all the customers that we have got left at this time. This is the last customer we did. As you can see, we've got different colour cabinets for each customer. And the other thing to notice is that we have actually installed a mod. Something I've been dying for would be an auto assign button for all the lazy bastards out here who do nothing. Just stand there, tending to be looking at their phones. But anyway, so now we've downloaded a mod and now we have got an auto assigner. So we don't have to assign all the jobs. It every so often, every couple of minutes, goes through, see which ones are broken, automatically assigns a technician to it, and they go and replace it. So much easier than coming over here and having to add all the broken devices. Works them up here. Say auto on means they will automatically repair them. End of life, you put that on, the ones that have a warning light, which are just end of life warnings, not that they've gone faulty, just the yellow exclamation, they will also repair them. Or you can have it so that they just clear all the warnings anyway, warnings off, but we just clear all the warnings anyway, but it's so much easier. However, the bug still exists, as you can see, that there is no red exclamation marks. Nothing there at all, and yet we've still got problems with some customers. So what we're going to do, quickly save it, give it a new name, exit to the main menu, click continue, and then hopefully by magic all those should go. Because it's more of a cabling problem. There you go, look, they're all gone apart from the one which you'll see is just ticked over as we saved. And that will be assigned. Someone should come out very soon around the corner and repair it. So yeah, that makes life so much easier. They might not come out instantly, say it does it on a rotation, it picks up, sees if there's any warnings, then it will send someone out. So I mean that's just come on as we reloaded it. There he is, he's on it, so I mean what, 3 minutes 45, that we've done in plenty of time. So it's so much easier. So we've still got the bugs with the cables. It does say in the toy we do not have to recable it if technicians repair it, but for some reason that's not working. So anyway, on to today's game. So let's have a look. I'm trying to just use the area over this way first, because let's be honest, if we've only got this area left here, and I mean, looking at now, the next customer here, I worked out, having a look earlier, is 14 cabinets. You can imagine how quickly these are gonna escalate up. So imagine, for example, this end customer is going to be so many cabinets, it's going to be insane. So this customer is 14 cabinets, so we've got quite a nice row there of 14. So I'm going to put the next customer here, and then we're going to start doing it in rows. So the next customer we may not be able to put here. It may have to be a case of we have to take a square. I imagine there's going to be about 15 cabinets. So we'll have to look at that then. But nevertheless, I think it's going to be nice rows. Come up with the customer down here and turn in and just build it into a row. But that is what we are going to do today. So we need, first thing we need to do is get a new cabinet colour. Obviously we are now mixing across. So we haven't used purple, we haven't used white or a light grey. I think I'm going to go with a light grey now. So let's go and have a look, start working things out. So custom cabinet. There's a. I want 2 lights of grey. I think that'll do. I think that'll do quite nicely. So let's click OK on that, and we're going to want 14 of these cabinets. So let's try and order what we can now. So we are also going to need, we've got 14 of them, we're going to need 14 patch panels. Then, the way that I've been working them in is that the connections from the cabinet to the customers, sorry, from the customer base to the cabinet, hopefully they're all these now, QFSP plus ones. We're going to take one of these where the connections will come in, and then we're going to feed out to each cabinet this end. That's the idea. So we're going to need one of them, and then for all of the other cabinets we need a QFSP in and an RJ45 out. So we're going to need 14 of them. Okay, we've containers full, so we're going to take that, and then that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that out. We'll get them in a minute. We're going to take this first. In fact, we're going to take the patch panels out, and we're going to get those other switches first, because I'm working top to bottom. And we get these because, say, they can have the QSSP in, and we can put RJ45 modules in these, which would then go into the patch panel, which would then go into the server itself. 6 servers, 6 servers per rack. So that is the way we are going to do it. So let's check that out. Let's go and get the trolley. There's the technicians hard at work who I've not asked to do anything. So much better, I think. So we're just going to do the one customer a day. But it's all very much the same. Getting to be the same now. We're going to see how long it takes us to get all these in place. I can get all these on a trolley. This is the only thing that needs to sort out really. Is going to be sorting the trolley out. Especially when you come to start stacking the old servers on it, it's getting a bit crazy. Right, okay, so let's try and take all these round in one go. Okay, that looks more black, but would have gone enough to see a shade lighter, but okay. We're gonna next thing we've got to decide is what colour cable we're gonna go for. Might try and go for I haven't used purple cable, I don't think. We'll look at that next. Once we've got the racks, I want the racks in place, I want to get the switches in place and the patch panels. Then we'll cable all those in, not to the customer base, but we'll do all like the little patch panel connections and all that palaver. But the worst part is getting the old servers in place. Also the expense of trying to get all the servers. My calculations, we're going to need 81 servers for this customer. So, well, I think I worked it out to be 13.5 cabinets. We do end up needing another one. We can put one here on the end. I say this is where the main connection is going to come. It's going to come down. It's going to go into there, and then we can just use all those down to the end. Right, so we want that. The first, that's gonna where the customer base is gonna come into. Then be one of those in the first cabinet, along with that other switch, and then one of these in every other. One of these in every other cabinet. It may not be the most efficient way of doing it, and I haven't considered redundancy or anything because I do not believe that is an issue in the game at the moment. Not to be introduced going forward, I don't know. But at the moment, it doesn't make any difference having redundancy, and the only reason I'll be doing it will just be trying to get record lengths in the cable. Well, I think we're 700 and I don't know, 800th in the world or something at the moment. Let's say it's not something that I'm particularly worried about. If they did bring redundancy into the game, then yes, we would be buggered. But until that happens, it's not a consideration. Right, so it's going to come here from the customer base down there, and it's going to go into here. One way too far. Cabinet. That's with the trolley. And we need one of these. Every one. This may be a bit of overkill. I think I worked out that 2 cables coming in would feed everything we need. Because we're using fibre cables, which gives us 40 gig per cable. This one, the last one we did, where is it, around here? Where is it? Oh, here it is. So see, we in the end we had to use 2 cables because it was 45 gig, and each cable can only carry 40. So we did have to have 2 cables coming in. So 2 cables might well do again. That will give us 80 gig capacity overall, so it should do. I did budget for 2, but as you can see from the other switch type, there is plenty. There's plenty of connections. We could use, if we had all this as incoming, then it would still give us 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 cabinets that we could, because each one of these would just be take 1 cable to a cabinet. And that will be, say, at 40 gig. Doesn't need to be, but again, we could probably use one of these, but we're going to use that one instead. So next we're going to order is the patch panels. We're going to start ordering all the modules. So, patch panels, where are you, patch panels? Here we go. Right. It's misclicking. I think I've got a problem with my mouse. It'll be new mouse time soon, but for now we're going to go try and stay as we are. Right, so 14 patch panels. And then we're going to need... We need 16 of these. So I believe I've already got a box of them, so we only need 3 boxes. Now the other one, we need, again by my calculations, 14 panels. So 14 cabinets. We need 6 per cabinet. So 84. And then that's going to be 10, 12 boxes, 13 boxes of these ones. So you probably won't be able to get that on the trolley, but we're going to give it a go. Let's get all these onto the trolley. And we're going to need the other box. Right, what's the status in all the errors running down the side? There's a minute 50 on one of them, so we will have to do the save and restart again. We will do this, then we will get the cable. So I want a new colour cable. Right, so let's start putting all these in. So we need six in each one. Right, 30 seconds, so let's save the game. So give it a new name every single time. Back to main menu, then continue. Now, how many of them will disappear? All of them but one. And we've got 22 minutes on that one, so that's fine. Right, so where was we? That's right, we had the floating box in midair. Didn't mean to pick that up, we'll put that in place anyway. So what we need to do is get... Oh, didn't need to get that one either. So I don't really think the patch panels are a necessity in this game, but I do find that they look neater. Okay, and we have not got enough of these. We do need to get some more of them. Dry old enough, I obviously can't count. So what we're going to do here, so it's going to be 2 in, which is going to be those two. And then we're going to need 1 in every other switch. So it's fibre out of the main panel, then fibre in every panel, and then the switch will convert it to an RJ45. So that's 1 in every single one. And I've not got enough of these either. Got to get some more of these because we need 14 of these because we need to feed every single panel. Not yet, don't want to buy that wall just yet. So we need 6, 12, 18, we need 19 RJ45 modules. So it's going to be 4 boxes. Don't forget, as you can see, we've got the mod on, which is available. Find it online. It does the auto technicians, makes life so much easier. So we need 10 more modules. Finish that one off of the FPS module, and then we're going to need 2 to go into the customer box. So we're going to need 3 boxes of that. So let's pick up our mess. Be nice if we could get a I don't want to enter that just yet. We could get a bin in the server room, but I imagine it'll be a bit of a fire hazard. So let's get all these away into the bin. Only mess we got is all these reels of cable all over the floor, which we need to do next as well. Get 2 reels of cable, RJ45 and fibre. Right, so let's just... Oh. It'd be nice if we could pick up multiples of these boxes as well in one go. It's good that you can place it straight into the server from the box. That was one good update they made very early in the game. Because that's the case, maybe they could take it away so that you can't take an individual one out. Right, so that's that. So what have we got? Are they normal? So I've got 3 of them. Let's get these 3 in. We can get rid of that box as well. So where did we stop? Here, wasn't it? So we need 6, 12, 16. Right, so 4 boxes of that hopefully will do. And we need 1 box of that. No, we don't. We need 4 boxes, don't we? We need, yeah. 6 of each. Okay, then cables. Let's find get this spectrum one. So let's go for a purple colour. We've not had purple yet. Brighter. Have 1 of them, and then we will have an RJ, cable, fibre cable. I can't get my words out today. Fibre cable in the same colour. So let's check all that out. So we're going to get a start on the cabling. All the connections between the racks, and then all the patch panels can be cabled in. And then we will start buying the servers, which is the boring bit as far as I'm concerned, because you can only get so many servers on that bloody trolley at a time. I want 1. I want a whole box. You can only get so many servers on a trolley in one go. So it takes a long time to wheel them all out. We need a bigger trolley, or a mod for a bigger trolley. That would also help. Right, so let's see the whole box. So what we have 14 cabinets, wasn't it? So 4, 8, 12, 14. So that is the 14. I'm a bit overboard with all knows what. So we need to leave 1 box here. We're going to need at least 2 in the customer cabinet. Right. So last one. Right, so first things first, patch panel connections. I will follow my normal pattern. Not that it makes much difference, as I say, the technicians would change it. Okay, we're getting quite a lot of errors. 9 minutes is the first one that needs sorting out. Okay, so that's all the patch panels cabled up. So we will need that cable for all the servers, so let's leave that there. We're not going to connect up the customer base yet because that will start the clock ticking. So we're not going to use ESU, but we're going to start handling in all the rest. So let's... So we need to... Oh, hang on, I do need another one of those, don't I? I need it in that panel. So we need connect there to there. Goes getting through these there nice and neat. No, we're just going to put one customer in this. You could do more. You really could. Because we've only got 16 I'm putting one connection of each of these to each of one of the racks. So you can see we've had plenty left over. So you could take another customer in and take it out to some more racks. You could so easily, but I like to make things nice and easy for myself. So every one that I do, it's literally just one customer comes into one switch. I think I did it earlier. I don't want to be telling porcupines, but I believe one of the first customers I did, I may have, yeah, go look, there's one here. So this one, but I did it slightly differently. I did it from one switch to another. I could have taken it into there, but I didn't. So you could run another customer. I'm just not, because I'm making life easy for myself. If that answers your question, hope it does. There you go. So there's going to be 2 coming in. So these are going to be to the customer base. That'll give us 80 gigs bandwidth, which will be plenty for this build. And then so it's going to go out to each other switch for the customer, which will then feed all 6 servers. So I hope that makes it easy to understand. Putting more connections into the customer base doesn't make it any quicker. Now we seem to have a lot broken down again with absolutely no red warnings, so we're going to have to give it another save and restart. This is the only thing that's annoying me about this game. I think it's a bug which needs to be looked at. I'm sure they're aware of it, looking at their Discord. Enough people have reported it. Now when we go back in, all those should go. There you go, look, all gone. So we could recable it ourselves, but cabling is one of the worst things. Right, so let's crack on ordering the servers. So by my calculations, which I've already got my calculations wrong today, we need 17 of these. So we're going to just do one type at a time, wire it in. Bit of balancing act with the servers. I have to move that red cable because that's in the way. I do need something to put somewhere to put all those cables. Right, so let's get these in first. Go and get the next batch. And this is why I say we need a bigger trolley. I don't think you could really make it longer for turning around the corners, but they could certainly double up. Have it like too high, so you can put 2 rows on. Right, that's it. Let's take that batch first. And we've got to come back to get some more. I can't get that many in one trolley. They'll just keep falling off. I say I'm trying to use all this area at the back first before we start using this area. So I've got this sneaky suspicion that the last of the customers down this end. Don't know if can we have a look at these yet? No, it's not going to be those yet, but I think when it comes to those customers at the end, they're going to be so big. We're going to need so many racks. But I'm just trying to build in this area first. Right, so let's get the last of yellow. You're watching along, hope you're having a good day. Don't forget to like and follow. Watching on Twitch, we would appreciate it. We do stream most days. Work dependent, obviously. When you're doing a night shift, sometimes you just don't want to get up and stream. And that's a problem with balancing servers. We do have a website as well. That should be on the bottom of your screen. If you want to look at anything that any other games we do play, you can go and check them out on there. Click on the game you like the look of, and it will take you to the appropriate YouTube playlist. We won't need that space empty. We will use that for the next server. I'm sure that in real life, you'd probably base these out more for cooling. Right, so let's get these wired up first. I like to get one colour server type done at a time. And again, I'll try and follow the same pattern all the time. We start at the bottom, and that's always the first slot. No, try and get this done first, and that way when we do sign the customer and the clock starts, all we've got to do is do the fibre cable to the customer base, and then we can start keying in all the IP addresses. Now obviously we're going to leave number 1 empty because that'll be for the other colour rack. Okay, so that is that one done. Let's leave that there. How much cable is there left? 75 metres. Now really I should have made a note of the colour, the hex code, because I'm sure it would reset because we had to restart the game. So I may not get the exact same shade of purple if I don't have enough. Right, so now we need 17 blue. Right, there's no red warnings, and we've got about 5 issues, so it's more cabling problems. So we're going to have to do another. Oh, yep. Another save and restore. So for those that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we have got a new mod. Not an, I believe, an official mod. But you had made it so you can mod the game. So we downloaded this one, so it's an auto technician, which makes life so much easier. You haven't got to go to a computer and say which ones you want repaired. You can either make them repair them when they're red and broken, or yellow when there's a warning. Replacing them when they're warning seems to just, I think, waste more money. You might as well wait until it actually goes down. Because, like, if you imagine we did it when there's a yellow warning, we'd have to replace all those servers in that one customer. It'd be quite expensive. So at the moment we're trying to get enough money so we can start taking down. I want to clear the entire area, entire wall space, clear it all so we know exactly what we've got to work with. I mean, hopefully by the time we finish doing this customer, we maybe have about 830,000. I think we've got about 100,000 the time that I've been starting this customer. We've got one more theme achievement to get, which will be have a 7 digits in your account, I believe it is. So we're not too far away from finishing that one. Make sure we got this right. I do keep panicking and getting it wrong. No, so they're all the same. It's only the last ones, the green ones at the end, which we need more of. we're going to wire all these up next. I do have a lot of cabinets left over. So 17 purple ones. So that's the 2 there, 8, 14. Halfway through there is going to be 17. I mean 30 green, so we've got 3. Well, we could put all the green in there, 5 racks of 6. We could leave the free space there. I'll probably do that. Right, let's wire all the blue ones up. So this where we used connection 1 now. Right, onto the next rack. So we've got 2 at the bottom, so we need to go from space number 3. That's it. Excellent. So now you've got to get the purple servers. Mark the trolley ready. So 17 purple. Okay, we've broken the 8 million mark now. Maybe we're going to have more money than that by the time we finish this customer. Wow, that went right, didn't it? Why I hate these trolleys. Okay, maybe not take it down the aisles. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Right, that's at the wrong height. We can fit one more underneath. Did that correct? Wow, there's a lot of problems showing up now. Right, we're going a long way round. I am going to leave the gap in that last rack in that block. So all the greens will go in there. 30 will be in sixes, will be the 5 racks full of the green GPU server. Rather than mix 2 different colours in one rack. The OCD gives me a slight twitch every time I see it, but it is necessary. We're going to wire all these ones in, then we're going to come back and get the last servers. All of them, the green ones. Right, let's get the cable. 55 metres left. Might need to get another roll. Last 3. So we're going to start with number 4. Could use the first 3 connections, but I say it's a pattern that I try to follow on every single server. Number it left to right, so servers start numbering from the bottom. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Be 1 2 3 4 5 6. So again, it's not too important really. We're not recabling. Right, I need to save again because you can see there that one of them's tight down to 0. Exit to main menu and then we'll go back. There you go, and then they're all clear. I wish they would sort that bug out. And then as soon as we do that, another error. Now these ones, I say, I did the very first day or 2. These must be like the 3rd time they've broken now. Right, so we need, by my calculations, 30 of these. Now, can we order them all in one hit? There is a limit of how much you can order. Okay, we can. Good. There must be 32 is the maximum you can order. fit another one on. I won't do any more because I'll just knock them off. I know I will. So we need a decent sized trolley in this game. Either officially or a mod. Perfect stacking mod. That'll be good. So we're going to finish this one off, sign the customer, wire it up, hope for the best, and then we're going to unlock some more walls, see what extra space we can buy. I'm just going to go back from where we're open at the moment. I'm not going to... We've got plenty of time to go down the other end of the storage facility. We're going to go that way, not over this way. So I think there's only a finite amount of space you can use. Oh, God's sake. God's sake. My God, this is why we need decent trolleys. No. God's sake. Right, one more. Right, that's it. Right, 2.5 more racks to do, and the wiring, and then we can get the customer signed up. All faults are clear. Or stacking again. At least they don't seem to fall off once you're underway. Oh, drive into the server. That's not good driving. Oh, and again. Right now we've got 9 servers left to bring round. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to stack them all in one go. Maybe should have made a bit more of a gap down this first bit of the corridor. Not too low yet. OCD can't handle a gap. Let's say right to the top. That's it. Right, almost there, people, almost there. So this has taken us about an hour to get to this stage. It makes you wonder what the last couple of servers will be like. I've gone the wrong route. Okay, so last bit of cabling for today. "27 meters of cable left. Should hopefully be enough. 7 meters of cable left. We're not gonna get a whole new reel of cable just for what, 3 or 4 servers, I think. 4.6. Let's see. $1 meter. I don't think it. No, it doesn't do anything under a meter, does it? No. Right, throw that away, and then we've got to order another cable. So I believe the hex code has disappeared now. Yep. Okay, hopefully it's not too dissimilar. Oh, that's a lot darker. OCD doesn't like it. But anyway, right, let's move that back there, out the way completely. So that is everything cabled up now. So now this is where the fun begins. Let's open up this customer. So we're going to need hopefully just the 2 connections. So let's have a look. So we go to there. The second one. And the second one. Right, so we'll use the same path on the way back. Right, so, oh no, oh bugger, now I've got to redo the whole cable again, damn it. Don't know what happened there. Right, so now let's start looking at these. The yellow, what we got? 172.39. There. Right, fingers crossed people, here we go. 172.30.9.2. Copy that. This is where my mouse annoys me. Be ordering another mouse tonight. So that should be 16. Right, okay, so that's good. So let's have a look at the coming in. So if we do a lack... Oh shit, give me a turn it off. So these two are the incomings. So we create a lack group on that. So all the lack group does is just spread the load across all the available ports. So that's those two. So you could put an extra wire in 3 and spread it. It will just mean less per wire. So if one wire did break in real world, the other two should pick up the slack. But say we're not going that in depth in this game. 69.48. Don't want that one, I want that one. Right, here, 59.4.8.2. Copy that. Is that okay? Is that gonna? That's it. There you go, another one done. So they are still at full capacity. They're fine. 3.6. So we don't really need a fibre cable from there to there. We could use the... Or we don't need the QFPS module from there to there. We could use the one down. Use these with the 25 gig ports, but... We're looking after our customers best way we know how. Right, 48, 13, 10. Right, turn them on first. Right, here we go. Here. Oh, no. Here. 48, 13, 10.2. Copy that. No, that's gone too many. That should be a 5. This one. Definitely got to get a new mouse. Done it again. Right, and that one's all okay. So, last one's the green. We've already got 6947. Nice 47. Oh, turn them all on first. Let me clear all those warning lights because you can't see anything. Again, anybody new that's joined us, I found a mod online for the game. Auto Technicians, it's marvellous. No, we don't have to assign technicians, they'll automatically get assigned. We still have the bug with the cabling that we have to go in and manually save the game, reload in, then it recalculates the routing and it all magically disappears. And I've forgotten what the number was. I know it began with 69, funnily enough, I remember that bit. 69.4. Just go and double check it. 6947. Oh, we should have gone for a lighter shade of pink, would have matched that, but on the cabling, I mean. Right. So I do like the next IP button. Makes life so much quicker when tapping all these in. It just amazes me that they can do something like that. They can't sort out all the stuff on the trolley. Right now, we shouldn't be running out of IP addresses. Right, last rack. Right. Okay, so that is all complete. So let's double check, make sure everything's okay. They're all running at maximum speed. To me that means that we've got no bandwidth issues. We haven't. 24 out of 40. But it couldn't run down one cable, but 2 cables is good. And that's splitting out this, so it's 3.6 to every rack, which in turn is 0.6 to every server, which they all run on 0.6. Yeah, awesome. So there we go. There is another customer on. So what we've got, 870. We take another row of a wall out. It's getting expensive now, isn't it? We can still do another wall at the back. So we are bringing in $694 per second. We've got all the technicians we can have, so that's 14.7 going out. So we are ticking over a nice amount of money every second. So things to do. I will probably at some point be changing all these customers to the 25 gig cables. As you can see, we could change that one to one of these. What's that doing? 3.6. So we could just run one fiber cable to that. So we could change that top panel to the other type. 3 FPS one. We got the 4 in there, one come in, and then all we've got to do is just connect up the one next door. I think for some reason we're running 4 cables all there to one to each server rack, so we can change that. But that is a job for another day. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and follow. I would really appreciate it. We'll be back with some more tomorrow. Quite a bit of maintenance, so we're going to do some of that. Clear some more walls. And do the next customer. I mean, straight away, next customer. Bit of a difference. I don't think it's meant to be that many more cabinets. We can do a quick calculation now. It's at 500,000. Gonna get my calculator. 500,000, 12,000 is the maximum. So 42 yellow servers we need. So we need 17 blue, which means 17 purple, and the green. So 9 servers, which all in all $85 servers. So 15 cabinets. It's 14.1 works out to be. So rounding up 15 cabinets. So that's when you could really, if you want to save space, use. I mean, we could. That's an idea. What we got? We got 14 down there. We could, in theory, just stick couple in there. We've got 3 spaces. We could even have it so that we could run the customer cable to there. Even though I'd really prefer to run it down this way. Why are they all black? They're all burnt or something. They're all dark there. Sorry, got sidetracked. Yeah, we could. I don't want to use that one. Just got the 3 racks in it, so we could either go there or we're going to have to use 15 cabinets along here. I'll think about that one overnight. Not quite sure. Best way of running it. Space-wise, that would certainly make sense to have, because I can just run it. We have got the better switch there, so we could run the QFPS into there, and then an RJ45 down to the bottom too. We've got 3 spaces. Could run another colour cable down the outside in. I might well do that. I think that might be the way to go. We can utilise what we got. 15 cabinets along there, yeah. I think I'm going to do that. Save space, wouldn't it? I say, if we're this far down, it makes you wonder what the last couple of customers are going to be like. I mean, we're a bit away from that one yet. Sure, that's not the last customer either. But look, 600,000. So you're looking at getting to be 50, 60. You look at 50 servers of just one type for one customer. But that's a story for another day. Like, as I say, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and follow. If you want to catch up on any previous episodes or anything you've missed, you can go to the YouTube channel that is being shown on the bottom of your screen now. You see all the games we play. Click on the game you like the look of and it will take you along to the appropriate YouTube channel. So, thank you, and I'll see you all soon.